Welcome back to Riding Bikes in San Diego. Last week we took a ride on University going west from North Park over into Hillcrest, and you see that we're on these sharrows right now. If you recall, and I'll put the link right here on the screen, this road has a new bike bus lane on the westbound side, the other side of the street. I'm riding east right now, and apologies for going somewhat slow. I'm on a hill now, so I have some momentum, but on this particular day, I was having a problem with the hub gear on the bike I'm riding, and I was stuck in the highest gear, ninth gear, which makes it very difficult to negotiate going up hills, but I'm going to do the best I can. You can see on the left-hand side over there that there's the bus bike lane. 2 lanes of traffic, the right one is for buses and also bikes. I was not thrilled with this, but it did make it easier to ride on it, and when I was on this ride, on this day, I thought to myself, well, that bus bike lane's there, so University is now a pretty good option. But I discovered that the bus bike lane is not on the eastbound side. So while the bus gets a lane on the other side of the street, we don't get a lane on this side. And it's kind of a bummer. There are a bunch of cars, though. Nobody's getting impatient. There is a pretty big uphill. That's why I thought it would have been really nice if there was the bus bike lane here. It just would have been easier to take the hill without drivers barreling down on you. And at this point in the video, I get a phone call, kind of ironically for being on this channel, but I got a call from the La Mesa Police Department regarding that reckless driver around me the other day. So it's kind of nice to have a conversation with them about what they can do about my safety and our safety. From here, I am a pedestrian, and I'm rolling my bike because I don't want to ride my bicycle while I talk on the phone, and also I'm about to hit another gradual uphill and there's no bike bus lane, so it seems worth it to just take the walk. I understand when bus bike lanes stop. I understand when infrastructure doesn't connect. But I'm a little at a loss for why this street now has a bus bike lane on one side of it but not on the other side of it. It just doesn't make, the inconsistency doesn't make sense to me. If anybody has any thoughts on it, I'd love to hear it. We're passing this place, used to be a dive bar called Tobacco Rotas. It was a dive in North Park. So these white lines show up, and for a moment I think that maybe we are getting into the start of a bus bike lane, but it doesn't last. Those only go for another block, and I'll wrap this up in just a moment. There's a traffic light coming up, and I stop the video because I dip into one of the spots to run an errand, but the bus bike lane does seem to start up as you get closer to 30th and go from there. So there's this inconsistency. I don't quite get it. University is, of course, a very popular road, but I don't consider it a road. I mean, it's on this Strode scale. It's a street. I mean, we're passing houses that people live in. We're passing a lot of really useful businesses, and we're approaching 30th and University, which is one of the busiest intersections in the city and has things all over the place. It should be pedestrianized, is my thought. And these are the kinds of things I could think about when you have a mechanical and you have to walk the bike a bit. It's okay. I did fix it when I got home. So from here, we're just going to drive less and ride a bike. Thanks.